It's been 10 years since Isao started a convenience store at his parents' house, perhaps because it was the first convenience store in the area to open. It was tough at first, but for the past 3 years sales have been stable. While Isao was tending the store alone, a familiar face came in. It's been a while. It was Koike, who was Isao's direct subordinate when he left M Corporation 10 years ago. What's wrong? Did something happen? There's been so much going on. I'm a bit tired. Isao had been seeing the scandals at M Corporation in the newspapers and on TV from time to time for about a year. If the manager had been there, this wouldn't have happened. Koike scratched his thinning head. 10 years ago, Isao was promoted to manager, the top of his class. Isao had just turned 30, and it was almost guaranteed that he would become an executive and play a part in the management of M Corporation. It was during a meeting before the Oben holiday that Isao was struck by illness. He was in the middle of a meeting with the company president, executives, branch managers from all over the country, and department heads. At that time, Isao fell asleep during a meeting at M Corporation, a growing company that was attracting attention from the financial world. He may have been tired. It would have been acceptable to do something like this once. But from that day on, Isao began to fall asleep frequently. His doctor suggested that he might have had narcolepsy, also known as dozing disease. However, it was a rare disease that only affects 1 in 1,000 people. And no one understood that he had a disease that made people doze off. However, even with his illness, Isao was an important member of the company. Isao also had a daughter who had just started elementary school, and a son who had just started kindergarten. So although his fortune was a little small, he was doing his best. The reason why Isao quit his job was because he fell asleep while driving on the highway. When he came to, his car was completely destroyed. Strangely enough, Isao only had scratches. But he quit his job of his own accord, saying, "I've had enough." Many people mourned Isao, who was a good person. No, it was Isao himself who was the most sad. His dream of becoming an executive at a top company had vanished like a dream. It must have been excruciatingly painful. But Isao had to live for his young child and wife. He used his retirement money to start a convenience store. It is said that a person's talent is born from the depths of despair. Isao had said something strange. "I've been having strange dreams lately. I dreamed that there were lots of mushrooms growing on my head." Really, mushrooms? It was no wonder that Koike was surprised. Another characteristic of this illness was the occurrence of unusual dreams. Recently, Isao had been piecing together the dreams. He had been having to create a novel. In terms of genre, it might have been science fiction. A few months later, the M Corporation where Koike worked went bankrupt. And Koike, who was now unemployed, happened to stop in front of a bookstore on his way to the employment office. This was because the protagonist of a science fiction novel that had won a new writer's award had a head full of mushrooms.